There was a time when darkness had a name and fear had a face. The stars were brighter then, but the shadows were alive. They said the earth opened on one sacred night, and the lost came crawling home, not for vengeance, not for peace, but because they were hungry to be remembered. Here, in Ancient Secrets Vision, we return to where Halloween truly began, to uncover the scary myths and origins of monsters, the first creatures. For the ancient Celts of Ireland and Scotland, October 31st marked the death of summer and the beginning of darkness. They called it Samhain, the end of the harvest and the start of the season of ghosts. They believed that on this single night, the boundary between the living and the dead disappeared. The dead could return, some to visit loved ones, others to seek vengeance. So people lit bonfires to guide friendly spirits and wore masks to confuse the dark ones. This was the first costume, the first disguise, not for fun, but for survival. But the Celts were not the first to fear the dead. In ancient Mesopotamia, 5,000 years ago, people told of spirits called Galu, demons who dragged souls into the underworld. In Egypt, the restless dead were known as Ach, souls trapped between worlds, haunting the living for unfinished deeds. They believed offerings of food and water could calm these spirits. If forgotten, the spirits would rise in anger. These were the first ghosts, not chains and moans, but hungry, unseen presences that whispered in the dark. In the myths of ancient Greece, there was a woman named Lamia. Once beautiful, she was cursed by the gods, condemned to roam the night, drinking the blood of children. Others spoke of Impusa, a shape-shifting spirit who seduced men and drained their life force. And in Eastern Europe, the Strigoi, undead beings who returned from graves to feed on blood, were feared centuries before the word vampire even existed. These creatures were more than horror stories. They were symbols of disease, of death, of everything ancient people could not explain. The vampire was born from fear of the unknown.
Every culture feared the beast within. The Greeks told of King Lycaon, who tried to trick Zeus by serving him human flesh. For his sin, Zeus cursed him to become a wolf beneath the full moon. From his name, Lycaon, comes our word lycanthrope, the werewolf. In the frozen lands of the north, Norse warriors known as berserkers wore wolf and bear skins in battle. They believed animal spirits possessed them, giving them unstoppable rage and strength. To ancient eyes, they truly became monsters. The werewolf wasn't just a curse. It was a reflection of man's wild, untamed nature.
Before medieval witches and broomsticks, there was Lamashtu, the Babylonian witch demon. She was the daughter of a god, but turned against mankind. It was said she roamed the night, stealing infants from their mothers and spreading disease. To protect themselves, people wore amulets of the demon Pazuzu, hoping one evil could repel another. In later centuries, the image of the witch evolved from a feared sorceress to a symbol of forbidden knowledge. And as the church rose to power, the witch became the enemy of faith, the servant of the devil himself. The Halloween witch is a shadow of these ancient fears, a blend of demon, healer, and goddess. In ancient times, demons were not always evil. The Greek daimones were spirits of knowledge and destiny. But as civilizations shifted, the word daemon turned dark. In Christianity's early centuries, the fallen angels of heaven became demons, tempters, tormentors, shadows of rebellion. They merged with older pagan spirits, creating the monsters that haunted medieval Europe: incubi, succubi, and horned devils lurking in the dark. Every demon of modern horror was once a god, a ghost, or a myth forgotten by time. From the fires of Samhain to the tombs of Egypt, from Greek blood spirits to Babylonian witches, each story carried one truth: humanity has always feared what it cannot see. We built walls, lit fires, told tales, all to make sense of the darkness. And so, monsters became our reflection. They are us, our fears, our desires, our ancient memories shaped into shadows.
when you walk under the October moon and hear a whisper in the cold wind, remember, Halloween is not just a night of fun. It is the oldest night of all. The night when the first creatures still rise from the dark corners of our memory to remind us that fear itself was humanity's first story.